This article, this article in GQ magazine from November 9th, between a reporter and Luis Elizondo, the former director of the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, or ATIP, talks about health-related issues when people come in contact or close contact with UFOs. And the reporter asks, what kind of thing might happen if you were near one? And Elizondo goes on, he says, a lot. He said, let me give you a notional. I've got to be careful. I can't speak too specifically, but one might imagine that you get a report from a pilot who says, Lou, it's really weird. I was flying and I got close to this thing and I came back home and it was like I got a sunburn. I was red for 4 days. Well, that's a sign of radiation. That's not a sunburn. It's a radiation burn. Then a pilot might say, if they had got a little closer, Lou, I'm at the hospital. I've got symptoms that are indicative of microwave damage, meaning internal injuries. And even in my brain, there's some morphology there. And then you might get somebody who gets really close and says, Lou, it's really bizarre. I feel like I was there for only 5 minutes, but when I looked at my watch, 30 minutes went by. But I only used 5 minutes worth of fuel. How is that possible? Well, there's a reason for that, we believe, and it probably has to do with warping of space-time. And the closer you get to one of these vehicles, the more you may begin to experience space-time relative to the vehicle and environment. Now, that's incredible. That is incredible. You actually, you could time travel, basically. By getting close to one of these things, you could actually time travel a little bit into the future. Basically, that's what he's saying. That's unbelievable. Plus, who knows what other radiation burns? I mean, what these things cause? It could be serious. You don't want to get too close to one. If you see one land, it don't get near. I remember reading there was a famous story. I can't think of it offhand, where some guy went up to one of these things and got some sort of burns, and he still had them. He was scarred. He was sick. It made him sick, and so you don't want to get near a UFO. But it's interesting to hear him talking about, like, some pilots apparently that were coming to him or that he had to deal with, that got close to UFOs, and then they had issues, health problems from these things. That's so. I guess the warning here is, if you see one land it, maybe you better stay clear of it. Don't forget to film it with your cell phone. But steer clear. And then Elizondo wouldn't say whether he personally saw one. He doesn't think that's the right thing to do at this point. Everybody's waiting for his book to come out. Including me. A lot of people that are interested in this subject, he made a big book deal, and I don't know when it's coming out. I'm assuming 2022 sometime. And that's going to be interesting. I'm sure he'll provide more information on what he knows, and I'm sure he'll provide more information on what we're talking about here, on the health issues that are caused by people getting too close to these objects. It's amazing, and scary, very scary. I mean, I wonder now, when I had my incident back in 1994, I mean, this thing that me and my buddy saw, we were night fishing in the middle of the night, and all of a sudden this object shows up out of the clear blue sky. Well, actually clear black sky. It was pitch dark out. 3 giant lights on the front of it, no sound, and it was basically hovering right in front of us. I'm looking straight up at it. It was right there, like 2.5 stories off the ground, and there was no sound. We were pretty close, but I don't remember any burns or anything to that effect. I don't remember feeling sick or anything. I remember feeling dazzled in my mind, for quite a while. I mean, it was stunning, scary, fascinating, a bunch of things all wrapped into one. But I didn't suffer any ill health effects. So, yeah, just steer clear of them if you see one.